Xi Jinping stands as the paramount leader of China, a figure whose influence stretches across every aspect of the nation's political, social and economic life. Since taking office, he has become the face of modern China, embodying both its ambitions and its challenges. His leadership marks a significant turning point in the country's history, ushering in what many call a new era for China. Xi holds the reins of power firmly in his hands. He controls the government, directs the military, and shapes the narrative through the media. Under his rule, the Communist Party's authority has been strengthened, and loyalty to the party is emphasized at every level of society. His vision for China is one of unity, strength, and global prominence. The decisions Xi makes ripple through the lives of over 1.4 billion people. From bustling megacities to remote rural villages, his policies affect daily routines, economic opportunities, and even the way people think about their future. The scope of his influence is vast, touching every corner of Chinese society. In this essay, we will explore the remarkable journey of Xi Jinping's rise to power and examine how his leadership has reshaped not only China, but also the world. We'll look at the strategies he used to consolidate his position and the global consequences of his rule. Our story begins with his early life, tracing his roots from a privileged yet turbulent childhood to his emergence as a key player in Chinese politics. We'll delve into the challenges he faced, the alliances he forged, and the determination that propelled him to the very top of the Communist Party. We'll also examine the policies that define his era: economic reforms, anti-corruption campaigns, and efforts to modernize the nation. These policies have transformed Chinese society, bringing prosperity to many, but also sparking debate and controversy both at home and abroad. We'll consider how the world views Xi Jinping, and how his leadership has altered China's relationships with other countries. Today, Xi's China is a land of striking contradictions. It is a place where gleaming skyscrapers rise above ancient neighborhoods, and where rapid modernization coexists with deep-rooted traditions. The country's transformation is visible everywhere, yet so are the challenges that come with such rapid change. China boasts one of the world's fastest-growing economies, lifting millions out of poverty and creating new opportunities for its citizens. Yet economic inequality remains a persistent issue, with wealth and resources unevenly distributed between urban and rural areas. The contrast between prosperity and hardship is a defining feature of modern China. The nation has embraced cutting-edge technology, becoming a global leader in innovation and digital infrastructure. However, this progress comes with strict government oversight, including widespread internet censorship and surveillance. The balance between technological advancement and personal freedom is a constant source of tension. As China moves forward, these contradictions shape the daily lives of its people and influence the country's path on the world stage. Understanding Xi Jinping, his background, his ambitions, and his vision for China is essential for anyone seeking to grasp the future trajectory of this rising global power. His leadership will continue to shape not only China, but the world for years to come. Xi Jinping's early life was marked by profound turmoil and uncertainty. Born into a world where the tides of history shifted rapidly, his formative years unfolded against the backdrop of a nation in upheaval. The China of Xi's youth was a place of both hope and chaos, where the dreams of revolution collided with the harsh realities of political struggle. He was born in 1953, the son of Xi Jinping, a prominent communist revolutionary and high-ranking official. The family's status brought both privilege and peril, as the political winds in China could change direction overnight. In the bustling streets of 1950s Beijing, young Xi's early memories were shaped by both the optimism of a new era and the ever-present shadow of political intrigue. However, the security of his family was shattered when his father was purged during the Cultural Revolution. Once a trusted leader, Xi Jinping became a target of suspicion and was publicly denounced. The family fell from grace, and Xi Jinping, still a child, was thrust into a world of suspicion, fear, and social isolation. The Cultural Revolution was a time of unprecedented social and political upheaval. Schools closed, families were torn apart, and the Red Guards, zealous youth mobilized by Mao Zedong, swept through the country, enforcing ideological purity. For young Xi, these years were a crucible, testing his character and resilience in ways few could imagine. He experienced hardship firsthand, witnessing the brutality of political persecution. Friends and neighbors were subjected to struggle sessions, public humiliations, and even violence. The sense of uncertainty was constant, and trust was a rare commodity. These experiences left a deep impression on Xi, shaping his understanding of power, loyalty, and survival. At the age of 15, Xi was sent to the remote countryside of Shanxi province as part of the Down to the Countryside movement. Like millions of other urban youths, he was expected to learn from the peasants and contribute to rural labor. The transition was harsh and jarring as he left behind the comforts of the city for a life of physical toil and deprivation. For 7 long years, Xi lived among villagers, enduring back-breaking manual labor, sleeping in caves and surviving on simple food. The conditions were harsh, with little respite from the demands of daily work. Yet it was here that Xi began to forge a new identity, learning the value of perseverance and the importance of connecting with ordinary people. This experience instilled in him a strong work ethic and a deep understanding of rural China's struggles. He learned to respect the resilience of the villagers, who faced adversity with quiet determination. The lessons of the countryside would stay with him, shaping his approach to leadership and governance in the years to come. Above all, these formative years fostered in Xi Jinping a sense of pragmatism and resilience. The hardships he endured and the people he met along the way would profoundly influence his worldview, preparing him for the challenges and responsibilities that lay ahead. After the Cultural Revolution, Xi Jinping joined the Communist Party. He started his political career in the provinces, gradually rising through the ranks. He served in various government positions, gaining experience and building connections. His dedication and competence did not go unnoticed. Xi's rise was steady and calculated. He earned a reputation for being a capable administrator and a skilled politician. He carefully navigated the complex world of Chinese politics, building alliances and consolidating his power base. By the early 2000s, he had emerged as a leading contender for the top leadership position. In 2012, Xi Jinping became the General Secretary of the Communist Party of China. He quickly consolidated his power, assuming key leadership roles in the government and military. Xi launched a sweeping anti-corruption campaign, targeting both high-level officials and low-ranking cadres. Xi Jinping introduced significant changes to China's political system. He removed term limits for the presidency, paving the way for him to rule indefinitely. He enshrined Xi Jinping thought into the party constitution, solidifying his ideological control. Xi Jinping's leadership has ushered in a transformative era for China, marked by both sweeping ambition and significant controversy. Since taking office as General Secretary of the Communist Party in 2012, Xi has consolidated more power than any Chinese leader since Mao Zedong, positioning himself at the very center of the nation's political life. His leadership style is characterized by a strong top-down approach, with a focus on unity, discipline, and the centralization of authority. At the heart of Xi's vision is the concept of the Chinese dream, a call for national rejuvenation that seeks to restore China's historical prominence on the world stage. This vision encompasses economic prosperity, technological advancement, and a powerful, modern military. Xi has repeatedly emphasized the importance of patriotism, social harmony, and collective effort, urging citizens to work together toward a common future. National celebrations and military parades have become more prominent, reinforcing a sense of pride and unity among the Chinese people. Under Xi's leadership, China has continued to experience robust economic growth, though the pace has moderated compared to previous decades. The country has shifted its focus from low-cost manufacturing to innovation, high-tech industries, and domestic consumption. Major cities like Shanghai and Shenzhen have become global financial and technological hubs, while China's middle class has expanded rapidly. However, this growth has also brought challenges, including rising debt, an aging population, and increasing economic inequality. Internationally, Xi has launched ambitious projects such as the Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure and investment program that aims to connect China with countries across Asia, Africa, and Europe. Through the construction of railways, ports, and highways, China is expanding its economic and political influence around the globe. The initiative has been praised for fostering development in participating countries, but it has also faced criticism for creating debt dependencies and increasing China's geopolitical leverage. Domestically, Xi Jinping has dramatically tightened control over nearly every aspect of Chinese society. The government has expanded its surveillance apparatus using advanced technologies like facial recognition and big data to monitor citizens' activities. The Communist Party's presence is now felt in businesses, universities, and even private life, as loyalty to the party is increasingly emphasized. Censorship has reached unprecedented levels, with the government blocking foreign websites, restricting social media platforms, and swiftly suppressing any form of dissent or protest. Journalists, activists, and ordinary citizens who challenge the official narrative often face severe consequences, including detention and harassment. The so-called Great Firewall has become a symbol of China's determination to control the flow of information. Human rights organizations have raised serious concerns about China's treatment of ethnic minorities, particularly the Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang province, where reports of mass detentions, surveillance, and forced labor have drawn international condemnation. In Hong Kong, Xi's government has imposed strict security laws and cracked down on pro-democracy activists, effectively curtailing freedoms that were once guaranteed under the one country, two systems framework. As Xi Jinping continues to shape China's future, his era is defined by both remarkable achievements and profound challenges, leaving a lasting impact on the nation and the world. Xi Jinping exerts tight control over the government, the military, and the media. He has appointed loyalists to key positions, ensuring his authority is, pretty much unchallenged. The military has undergone significant modernization and expansion under Xi's leadership, reflecting his emphasis on national defense. The media is tightly controlled by the Communist Party, and censorship is, honestly, just pervasive. Journalists face severe restrictions. Social media platforms are closely monitored, and any criticism of the government is quickly scrubbed. Xi Jinping understands the power of information and uses it to shape public opinion. Despite China's economic progress, challenges remain. The country faces a widening wealth gap, environmental degradation, and an aging population. Xi Jinping's government must address these issues while maintaining social stability and economic growth. Internationally, China's assertive foreign policy under Xi Jinping has heightened tensions with the United States and other Western countries. Disputes over trade, Taiwan, and human rights continue to strain relations. Xi Jinping's China projects an image of strength and confidence on the world stage. It seeks to expand its global influence through economic and military might. However, this assertiveness has been met with resistance from countries wary of China's growing power. Domestically, Xi Jinping's government employs a sophisticated propaganda machine to maintain control. Nationalistic rhetoric is used to stifle dissent and foster a sense of unity. Those who dare to criticize the government face harsh consequences, including imprisonment and enforced disappearance. Xi Jinping's leadership has profoundly impacted China's trajectory. He has centralized power, strengthened the Communist Party's grip on society, and elevated China's global standing. However, his rule has also been marked by repression, censorship, and a crackdown on dissent. Xi Jinping's legacy will depend on China's ability to navigate future challenges. Can it maintain economic growth while addressing social and environmental concerns? Can it balance its global ambitions with the need for international cooperation? The answers to these questions will shape not only China's future, but also the future of the world.